incidence and prevalence were called your measures of morbidity. These are your measures of mortality. Just like your measures in the last chapter, each of these equations has to be for a specified population and for a specified period of time. If you understand the concepts behind your mortality rates, it makes them seem like you don't have as many to memorize. So let's try to do that. Your basic formula for mortality rate is the number of deaths divided by the population at mid-year. And of course, we'll write down for a population that you defined and for a period of time that you defined. Cause-specific mortality rate has the same formula as this one. The difference is that it's for a specific cause. So instead of total number of deaths, or maybe you could even call this your crude rate, because it's just your overall capture of mortality rate, this is for some specific disease or some specific health outcome that you've identified. So number of deaths from all cancers. But again, over the total population. Now, why is it at mid-year? It's just to capture the average of who was in that population for that year. Proportionate mortality is a little bit different. It's a proportion, just like this is a proportion, part over whole. But it's a different kind. So this is number of deaths over total number of deaths. The difference is the denominator. That it's not over total population. When we're calculating proportionate mortality, we're usually also calculating it for deaths from what? So the number of deaths from cancer over everyone who died that year. Your last equation for measures of morbidity is case fatality rate. Gordis says case fatality is not a rate, but it's a percent, and that's true. In everyday language, you'll just hear it called case fatality rate. Again, the difference is the denominator. So on the top, we have number of deaths in that year for that population divided by the number of people who have the disease. So let's say this is the number of deaths from influenza, and this would be the number of people who had influenza that year.